Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our self-made druid. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we took on Darkshore and Lunaclaw, finally obtaining our bear form and dramatically increasing our damage, survivability, and overall viability of our character. I feel so much better about everything now, and the hope is that we are just getting started. We are going to continue our questing in Darkshore for today, with the goal of hitting level 14, and from there we will be bidding these Night Elven lands a friendly farewell, as we move into the Eastern Kingdoms. Let's begin with the tools of the Highborn to the south. Shouldn't be too hard to get level 14, I think, in today's episode. Darkshore is very, very quick on experience in the beginning. On the way down, we can locate the corrupted Furlbog camp, and we can grab our rabid thistle bear as well. Looking to collect a lot of skins today, and maybe at the end of the episode we can work through some of this leather. So we do have quite a bit now. And I'm going to hold off on working on cooking until we get to the Eastern Kingdoms. It's going to be one of the first things that we do once we get over to Elwyn. We're going to farm up some boar meat, some wolf meat in Westfall perhaps even. And that'll be good, two birds with one stone there. So we'll get some skins and we'll get some meats. I think we've identified the Furlbog camp, so we can move on. And let's go ahead and get our buff food back up. And yeah, as I alluded to in the previous episode, we're going to make the swim instead of the run through the wetlands this time around. I'll probably just cut that out. It's going to take about 20 minutes or so to actually perform that swim. No need to include that in the episode, I think. We're entering the Twilight Vale now. Let's go ahead and take care of these relics. you know what? Before we continue collecting these highborn relics, that's actually worth noting as well. Looks like we have some hyper spawning in the area. Let's go ahead and pick up this quest over here. Fall of Ametharon. So that is the area which we are in. So let's make sure that we're maximizing our efficiency here with our quests.
What brings you here? Good luck, friend.
Love me some undead theming. Especially before we get over to Duskwood eventually. Got a battered chest over here that we can open. And then we can read our first tablet. The way things are going right now, I'm not even so sure we're going to need to be carrying around this water anymore. I think it's safe to say we can at least remove the refreshing spring water from our inventory. Go ahead and vendor that once we get back to Aberdeen. Yeah, nothing special from the chest. Gotta be a little bit more mindful of how much mana Bear Form costs to get in. 100 mana is quite a lot. Try reading our first tablet now, and then we're going to fight our way to the south to read the other one. We've got another player here as well, carving a path for us. Which is good because we're only 2 highborn relics away from completing that other quest. Alright, and perfect. Let's go ahead and collect those other 2 relics, and then we'll round up that rabid thistle bear. Yeah, I'm loving this combination of regrowth and rejuvenation before fights. It basically keeps us topped off at all times in bear form. And I imagine in certain situations, depending on what types of quests we're doing, once we hit level 20 and get cat form, I think it's going to be even better. Staying mostly healthy throughout every single fight. Never having to eat or drink. Because by the time we get cat form, we're not going to need to use Wrath and Moonfire anymore, I don't think. I'm definitely very excited about it. Yeah, it's just going to be regrowth, rejuvenate, cat form, kill, repeat. We'll see how fast we kill stuff in cat form. I guess that's another thing to consider. And with our final relic, let's go ahead and turn in this quest for the tablets. I don't think we're going to go all the way south and take care of Grove of the Ancients at all. I don't think we necessarily need to. So I've got that done. Let's go ahead and pick up the Rabid Thistlebear. And then we'll head over to the beach and pick up the sea creature's bones. Maybe we'll try to pick off a couple of threshers in the water. Just to see if we get lucky. Otherwise, we'll take care of the rest of the eyes a little bit further north. So let's focus on capturing that Thistlebear. There we go, we've got one here. We are left with a nasty 10-minute disease. Health regeneration rate reduced by 50%. Strength and agility reduced. Yeah, that is awful and unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get our buff food back up again. Yeah, we're gonna want to. Oh, man, I don't want to wait for the debuff to subside, but it's going to be leaving us at quite the disadvantage for a little while. Let's go ahead and locate this red crystal first, maybe. Maybe we'll try to weave ourselves in and out of some enemies. Hopefully there are some players over on that side that have already cleared a path for us. Also slightly worried that we're going to have some sort of time limit for this bear. And then we're going to have to be forced to capture another one, so that's a little awkward. Doesn't look like anybody's doing anything outside of Luna Claw right now, so... Alright, let's head back to Aberdeen first. We'll turn in these quests, and then we'll work towards the sea creature bones and the thresher eyes. picked up a couple of skins before we headed back into town. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests now. And yeah, I mean, we're getting pretty close to level 14 already. I'm thinking as soon as we complete the next buzz box and the sea creature bones that we'll probably be level 14.
I assist you. May the stars guide you.
We are not sticking around for the killing of 20 rabid thistle bears. That is a pretty good quest to do since it does give us a lot of skins as well.
Greetings.
But I don't... Yeah, same thing with this too. Just kind of killing more things with skins, but I don't want to overlevel Westfall and Lochmadan. Lochmadan in particular is a very... It's a very safe zone. I would say out of the three, it's the safest. The layout is far more predictable. So I definitely don't want to overlevel that, and there's still going to be plenty of stuff to skin in either zone.
Greetings. I am listening. May the stars guide.
Alright, let's go ahead and deal with the beached sea creature. Honestly, like, we may not even need the Thresher Eyes, and the Thresher Eyes can be a little bit of a pain in the butt anyway. The drop rate's pretty low, and you're in the water, which is a little uncomfortable and hardcore. So we'll see where the sea creature bones get us. If it gets us to level 14, then I think we'll drop everything else in the zone. And I don't think we'll need to come back. But I could be wrong. It depends on what we have available to us, especially as we run out of stuff to do in Lochmadan and are forced to go to Westfall. I believe there are going to be murlocs around this sea creature, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. They're pretty close together, but that's okay. I don't think any of these guys cast any spells. Got our bones. Let's go ahead back and turn this in. Might have to kill a few more things. I'm not sure if this quest turning is going to be precisely enough.
What brings you here? May the stars guide you.
Yep, not quite enough, but not going to be too much of a grind to get to where we need to be. Let's go into the forest and grind on some plain strider, or forest striders, I guess I should call them. Slash bears, slash sabers. Perfect. With that, we have reached level 14 and our final point into ferocity. Making our maul much more efficient, as well as our cat abilities once we pick them up. What are we going to go into next, I guess, is the question. Thick hide, perhaps? Is that really worth it? The extra 10% armor contribution? Or is it feral aggression better? I mean, we're not going to get ferocious bite for quite a long time. Until our 30s, I believe, so it's not going to be useful for cat form for quite a while. Feral instinct is also interesting. Reducing the chance that we have enemies to detect us while in stealth. It could come in, but that could be important, but 5 points to spend on that is quite a lot. We might have to go with thick hide. And then of course, once we hit level 20, we'll definitely go into feline swiftness right away.
Interest you on the pint?
And we're just going to vendor a couple things here. I'm pretty sure the Murloc eye could be used for a cooking recipe later on, but I'm not going to keep it around just for a single instance of a recipe. Strider meat I will keep, I think. maybe not. There's like, this recipe is so good, but we have to be in Darkshore in order to collect the materials for it, which is not ideal. Alright, so from here, we've got plenty of time left. Let's go ahead and work on our professions next. We've got cloth, we've got leather. We do have a place. I believe the tailoring supplies here should supply us with the thread. We are not going to be able to do anything about this light hide just yet, though, because we don't have a trade goods vendor in Aberdeen to actually convert that with using salt into a cured hide. Which is a little unfortunate, I guess. You know what? Maybe we go to Menethil Harbor first, because maybe there's a trade goods vendor there. Because I do want to utilize our skill points wisely here. I want to cure these light hides before we can no longer get points from it. So that being said, I don't think there's anything left to do here. We do need, that is something maybe we should do. We should return to Narcissus to pick up our new skills for level 14. Because I'm sure we're going to get something decent. Perhaps Cure Poison? I believe that comes at around this level. There might be a quest for that though, so I'm not 100% positive. Alright, so we can do that instead. We can go to Darnassus, we can pick up our new abilities, and we can work on some professions there.
How may I help?
And then with whatever time we have remaining left in the episode, I'll go ahead and edit our swim. I think we'll head over to Menethil Harbor, and we'll take care of that swim as well if we can. We'll see how much time is left. Let's enjoy what remains of our Night Elven themes, because it's going to be quite a while before we return, I would imagine. Stop by the bank real quick. Halloween is clearly in full force. I suppose we'll dump off the recipe for the Strider stew, because it's going to be quite a while before we can do anything with that. We'll dump off of the crawler and clam meat. Should be able to cook those a lot sooner. And we'll put the Strider meat in there too. And the bear meat, because we should be able to cook bear meat with a recipe that we'll find in Loch Madan, I think, I hope. I hope I'm not misspeaking there. And the small egg we can cook now.
Farewell.
Just gotta find a vendor that will provide us with the spices. Yeah, see, this must be the quest
Hello.
for cure poison.
Goddess, watch over you.
I wonder how much this is going to, how long this is going to take. I guess we'll pick it up just in case we can do
Next
it.
we meet.
But to my knowledge, I know that cure poison, I'm pretty sure it gets quickly, maybe not quickly replaced, but sometime in the mid-20s, mid to early 20s. We're going to pick up an ability that
I will be
basically
with you.
trivializes it. Alright, so level 14, we've got some stuff for Thorns and Wrath. That's cool. Oh, we get Bash as well. Our stun that we can use in bear form. And a new rank of Healing Touch. That's not bad either. Our money is looking okay for now, but it would be nice to start killing some humanoid mobs. Pick up some more silver at a more consistent rate. Let's get these on our bars first, and then we're going to go ahead and work on leatherworking and first aid. Cooking supplier already. Let's go ahead and take care of those 2 eggs first.
Feel free to browse.
Alright, first things first, let's take care of first aid. We'll craft our linen bandages. I think it's like a level 35 or 40 that we can make the heavy versions. Once we start taking on Westfall and Lochmadan, I'm sure we'll be swimming in cloth. Now we'll move on to leatherworking.
Feel free to browse.
We'll start by curing these light hides. And we'll have to remember to throw these into the bank as well for now, so we can actually utilize them at a later date. let's see what the cheapest thing we can make is. There's not a lot that we can do that'll guarantee skill points. Let's start by making a couple of light armor kits. Let's see if we can still get points from those. Maybe 2. Yep, not getting any points from that, so we'll stop doing that. I guess we'll try the bracers / boots next. Still getting points from these, which is good. Because everything is just so expensive, yeah. So we missed a couple of points there. Everything is very expensive at this stage. We'll keep trying on the boots for a little bit longer. Okay, level 50. Let's go ahead and check with the trainer real quick. We'll pick up Journeyman, at the very least.
I am honored.
Oh, that's right. We could... Would these cost less to make, these quivers?
Farewell.
Maybe we should check. Yeah, the quiver and the ammo pouch in particular costs only 3. That's not bad considering we can guarantee those points. Let's speak with the expert so that we can pick up a Journeyman Leatherworking. Now we're getting pretty low on cash. Let's buy just
What brings
one
you
more
here?
piece of thread here. And this should take us to 55, which is perfect. Although we won't have too much more leather to spend, but I think we'll be able to make our first green and our first pair of gloves as well with this milestone.
Hello.
Okay, we can make the embossed leather boots and the gloves. Perfect.
Del Nadris.
Let's see what kind of materials we need for those. Okay, so we can either make the boots or the gloves. We cannot do both at the moment. Let's definitely go with the green, since it's going to give us 2 stam and 2
The
spirit.
rune be with you. The rune light your path.
Our very first green of the run. It's got quite a bit more armor too, so that is very cool. And let's make sure we give that an armor kit. Very nice. Armor is looking nice.
Goods are of the highest quality.
Health pool looking a little bit bigger. Health and mana regeneration should be a little bit better as well.
Till next week.
Alright, I think we're all set. We'll go ahead and shove these light hides into the bank. We'll head back to Aberdeen and then we'll make our swim once we get to Menethil Harbor.
What brings you here? Peace be with you. I am honored.
Nice short little flight back to Aberdeen. We'll get to the harbor, and then from there we'll cut up our little swim to Westfall. So the first thing we're going to do once we do land in Westfall, I'm going to take care of some kind of housekeeping items first before we do any actual questing. We will start in Westfall though, over Loch Madan, so we'll wait on, picking up our flight path for Ironforge and making our run over to Thelsamar until a bit later. But when we do hit landfall over in Westfall, we'll pick up some initial quests, and then we're gonna head back into Elwyn. Maybe we'll go to Sentinel Hill just so we can pick up the flight path. But then we'll quickly run back into Elwyn's because we're going to have to pick up the flight path from Stormwind. And along the way, we're going to work on our cooking first. We're going to work on getting that up, and I think the best way to do that is to head over to either the Stonefield Farm or the McClure Vineyards in southern Elwyn and farm up that boar meat. We'll get some skins out of that as well. A lot of it's going to be ruined leather scraps, but I think that's okay. It's at least going to be something extra. Something that we can actually utilize, but the cooking portion of it is definitely the most important. And then from there, we're going to be all caught up. We're going to be in a really, really good position. A lot of the initial grind is going to be over, and we can start really just focusing on progressing our character forward with levels. Alright guys, and from here, we're going to start skipping ahead just a little bit. I'll give you guys a quick little edit, a quick little mashup of our journey over to Westfall, and I will see you there.
Well met.
Alright guys, we are finally almost done with this swim. It took about 25 minutes, I believe, in total, so it was quite the journey. Who would have thought we would have done both the swim and the run in this series? I'm going to go ahead and load our UI back up, and we're going to hit tab a couple of times. We're going to see if anything's underneath the water. We are going to have to circumvent this Murloc camp here. So we're actually going to swim just a bit further south so we can have a, hopefully a safe onshore experience. Murlocs are going to be around the level that we're at right now, so I'm not too worried about it. But we are going to have to be very cautious nonetheless. May have to even kill a few, we'll see. Luckily there's nothing in the water, so that's good. We just have some stuff along the shore. Gotta watch out for those runners for sure. Let's go ahead and take on a couple of them so we can carve our path out of here. So far so good. We've taken out most of them. I think we may have a clear path now to get out of Longshore. We made it. We finally made it to the Eastern Kingdoms. Let's go ahead and take this path over here. We're going to want to find a way to the main road. I was originally going to go all the way down to Sentinel Hill just to pick up the flight path, but I think we are going to hold off. I don't think it's going to be entirely necessary just yet. We'll make the run back from Stormwind. I think it's fine. Because we are going to be spending time in Elwyn Forest in the next episode. For sure. Yeah, so I'll even leave these quests here for now because I think we're going to head back down anyway. Alright, I think that is going to do it for me for today, guys. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching. And in the next one, we're going to take on some of the boars in Elwyn Forest to work on our cooking and our leatherworking further. We'll get our flight path in Stormwind. And yeah, then we'll start Westfall. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.